Hello YouTube, this is R Wheatley 0206 and I wanted to do another video for you today. I haven't showed a lot of my Marvel comics, so since most of my videos have been mostly DC, I thought today I would show you some of my Marvel comics. And also I wanted to show you this cool little wall hanging that I got from Hobby Lobby a week or so ago. It does some really cool stuff. I hope you can see it on the video. Actually has 3 different pictures. There we go. So yeah, so I'm kind of using that for my background today. But before I get into the comics, I also wanted to show you a few more of my collectibles. Now, I'm actually doing this video from what I'd like to call my storage room at the moment. It's going to eventually be the guest room, and originally it was going to be my den, but then I decided no, I want the guest room for my den, so we've got to get the current guest room done so that I can make that my den, and then we're going to work on this room and get it ready for the guest room. But right now it's a storage facility, so but I do have a few things out in here at least, so I wanted to show you a few of those. You know, I've told you before that I have several Batmobiles, and I collect a lot of the Corgi Batmobiles. These two here, keep my hand out of the way, out of the shadow. This one is the famous red tire edition, and then the one behind it, that is an original from 1966, the matte black finish, and I bought that on eBay, and I haven't done any restoration to it at all, other than, well, I take that back, I didn't paint it or anything. It's still got the original windshield, and everything else is original except for the front axle was missing. So I bought an axle, and I've painted the wheels, and I bought a set of tires for it. So that's all I've done to that one. This one here is one that I've completely restored. And when it came, the windows were busted out on it, and they were all broken up, and the antenna was gone, which most of the time they are. So that one I've restored. And then I've got 4 more down here, one of which has been restored, and the other ones are some of the other versions of it. So I've got, I think there was 6 versions total. I've got all 6. Now I have a few more of these elsewhere. The one with the red tires is the one that I've most recently restored. And then so I've got these 4, and I've got a few other things. I've got my Star Trek cutaway model over there. It's actually my son's model, but I built it for him. But he says, I don't want to take that home because my kids would destroy it, so it's still at my house. So right now I'm claiming it. And then I've got the Enterprise D back there in the back, and I've got the NX-01 Enterprise there, and a little one down here. This one here is a model that I built, shoot, probably back in the 80s. And so yeah, that's some of the stuff I've got on display in my storage facility. A couple other things I got, I'll make a pan around here. You can kind of see, well, as you can see, the walls are not done. I've been scraping wallpaper off and stuff, but I have quite a bit of stuff just kind of scattered around in here. But most of my collectibles are all in these boxes back here in the back. So this is where I'm storing it until I can actually get the other room done and put it to, put it out where you can see them. Now, there's another cabinet back here. I thought I'd show you a few things that I have on it. If I can get some lights over here so you can see it. Up on top we've got some of my Batman figures, my Batman Animated Series Batman figure. I've got a Michael Keaton Batman figure back there, and then just a few odds and ends down here on the bottom. As you can see, I've got more Batmobiles back here in the back. You can't see them very well because of the lighting. Sorry about that. But and then down here, I've got some more Star Trek stuff. I've got a tricorder, and there's Superman sitting back there in a cup. Got Commander Riker. I've got a Batman glass back here. It's just kind of odds and ends on this shelf. But, and you can see my Darth Vader mug. Well, you can't see it very good. And I don't know if anybody knows what this is or not, but I had this when I was a kid. It's a Major Matt Mason moon crawler. So I don't know whether it happened to my original one, but my wife bought this for Christmas for me one year, a few years back. Really glad to have that again. And it works. Then I got a few Star Wars things down here in the shuttle. My Star Trek golf balls. And I'm sure you're curious as to what this is. This is a mold I made of my ear. And then I created a clay pointed ear on it to make my own pointed ears out of latex or silicone, because silicone's much more popular and easier to work with these days. But anyway, so after I did that, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to paint that and set it on a shelf somewhere. I thought it was kind of cool. So, and then again, a few more of my Batmobiles. And I do have a Batcopter. There we go. From the, and you know, they didn't even have a Batcopter in the Batman movies, but this Batcopter is actually the same Batcopter that was used for the Superpowers Batcopter, but of course it was blue instead of black. But it's the exact same. And just a few other odds and ends on here. My little, oh, he don't even belong. He's supposed to be up here. My B9 robot keychain. And then I've got the oh gosh, I don't even remember when this came out, but it was like in the 90s, I think. Has the Batman, has the Detective Comics 27. Is it either that or it has the a reprint of Batman #1, I forget which. But then it has an action figure in it, and then a book that goes along with that to kind of talk about the history of Batman in this boxed set. So that's what that is. Okay, got a few other things to show you. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, here are some more of my Batmobiles that I have on display in my storage room. This one here, well, that's not supposed to be like that. Okay, this one here is, it's really hard to get, and when you do get it, you like pay a lot of money for it, but I actually got this one pretty cheap, and it wasn't in the box or anything, but it's complete, and it's from 1992 from Batman Returns, and it's a really cool Batmobile. I was really glad to get it. And I've got my 89 Batman figures in there, one of them. And my John Jones, or better known Martian Manhunter. One of my, if I can get the glare off of it, one of my cells from the Batman Begins movie. Pick it up, see if I can get this to where you can see it. Whoops, sorry about that. No, not really. Anyway, it's pretty neat. And this, then just some other stuff that I've got laying over here. Like I said, this is just a storage room at this point, and I'm trying to get the other room ready so I can put this stuff in here. I got this for Christmas last year, and I just picked that up recently, that 89 Batmobile. So yeah, that's just a few of the things that I've got in this room for the moment. There's some of the books I picked up from Ollie's. Alright, so now I'm going to show you a few of my Marvel comics that I have. Now in my previous video you've already seen this one, but I'll show it to you again. This being Fantastic Four number 126. Now that I've got a little better lighting I can show it to you a little better. Okay. And next up is New Mutants number 87. Pretty decent cover. It's got this little foil looking thing down here at the bottom. I don't know if you can't really make out what that is, but anyway. Next up, The Incredible Hulk number 161. Sorry about the glare, guys. Let me see if I can move that light a little bit. Okay. Very cool looking cover. Next one up, The Spectacular Spider-Man number 190. Alright, next up, Amazing Spider-Man and the Punisher. That's number 129. This is not the original, this is the reprint, but I'm still glad to have it. Awesome looking book. Then another homage cover to Fantastic Four number 1. The Avengers West Coast Avengers number 54. And I have Sergeant Fury number 65. Not in the greatest of shape. It's got marks on and stuff, but I thought it was kind of cool, so I picked it up. I got it pretty cheap, so. Pretty cool cover. Now I'm hoping this will work out, but I got Monsters Unleashed number 7, which is also an homage cover to Fantastic Four number 1. Sorry about the glare. Try to get this to where you can see it. There you go. That was pretty cool. I just picked this one up a few days ago. Marvel double feature with Captain America and Iron Man number 15. Somebody decided they needed to color in the M and the A for some reason, but hey, that's alright. Not a bad looking cover. I actually got this out of a dollar bin. And then we've got this one, another homage cover, Despicable Deadpool 287, in homage to Amazing Spider-Man 129. And I have the Avengers, number 272. Really like that cover too. And then the last one to show, I did get a copy of Amazing Spider-Man 796. Very happy to have picked that up. I've got 797 coming in a couple of variants, and I think 795 the second print. So, oh, I have one more thing I want to show you. Now this, it come in a comic book. I mean, it was in there when I bought it. Don't know what it's from, but it's really neat. I've got it in a bag and board, but it's actually a transparency. But just really cool. And if I had it out of the bag and board, you'd see that it's a transparency with those two pictures on it. So I don't know where that's from or what this is. If anybody has any idea, please let me know, because it's really cool and I've never seen anything like that before. So so if you have any background information on what that was from, please let me know. And I think that's going to conclude my video for the day, guys. As always, thank you very much for watching, and thanks to all the subscribers and the comments and the thumbs ups, and really appreciate this community. It's been a lot of fun doing these videos. It's a lot of fun watching all your videos, and you know, it's really cool. And you know, I was really surprised when I got to looking on YouTube just how many people are into doing this. And you know, and somebody commented, I think it was Silver Age Dave commented earlier, you know, it's amazing how much it seems all of us have in common. And you know, it's nice to find out there's a lot more people than just me out there doing this. So anyway, with that, I'm going to sign off. I hope you enjoy the video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. And I think that'll be it for today. So you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Have a great work week. And we'll talk to you all later. Bye.